Welcome to Talkin to Taylor. I'm your host, Taylor Dragovich, an AMP Media Productions producer. You can catch me here every Monday at 11 a.m. I'll be interviewing guests, reviewing movies, talking about pop culture, and so much more every week. Now, time for the show. Hello, and welcome back to Talkin to Taylor. This show is a little late today because we have some issues here right now with the weather. So the weather was not cooperating with us today. Lightning hit somewhere near our building and the router crashed. And so we are recording our shows and uploading them when we finally get Wi-Fi back, because we don't have Wi-Fi and we kind of need Wi-Fi to do a lot of stuff here. So anyway, it's all good, because I had a great idea, which I will share with you in a second, but then I had a pretty busy weekend, and the weekend always goes by very fast for me, and I never realize what day it is until it's Sunday night. So yeah, I had a pretty busy weekend. I forgot to follow through with my idea. Maybe I'll fully follow through with it another day, but here was my idea. I was thinking about how Corona has like positively and negatively affected everyone in different ways. I mean, obviously it's affected everyone in negative ways, in obvious ways, like, you know, wearing masks is for like being required to wear masks, no matter what you believe with that, is not the most fun thing. You know, having this fear instilled in everyone is not fun. So obvious things like that, but I just mean like personally for each person. It has negatively and positively affected in certain ways, and I'll give you some examples of myself. What I was going to do was I was going to take like a survey and ask multiple people how it affected them, like some of my friends, my dad, because he's like a business owner and a teacher, so I thought that might be interesting. And I can tell you probably what I think he would say, but yeah, here's what I put for myself for how Corona has positively and negatively affected me. So, for me, we'll start off with the negatives, get that out of the way. So, first off, other than the obvious stuff, I was supposed to, I might have talked about this before, I was supposed to run a marathon in January. I signed up for it and everything. I was like nervous, very nervous, as one would be to run a race that long, because I've never run one before, but it's on my bucket list. I figure if I'm going to do it, now would be the time. I'm in my early 20s, so I'm not really going to want to do it later in life anyway, when I'm like old or like have a family of my own or something. I'm not going to have as much time as I do now, even though it feels like I have no time to do anything. So I started training. I was doing really well actually with my training, like better than I thought I would be, because I was training by myself, and training by yourself is hard. And then it got canceled. It was supposed to be at the end of January. You know, my friend and I thought that when we signed up for it, even though Corona was still going on when we signed up for it, we thought, oh, well, by the time, you know, that this marathon is happening, Corona will be over. You know, we all thought when Corona first started that it was just going to be, I personally thought that it was going to be, I remember when Ebola was like a big thing when I was in high school. I think I was like a sophomore, junior, and like everyone was like freaking out about Ebola, like I think it came from Africa, or like was a big thing in Africa or something. I don't remember all the details, but I remember like everyone was talking about it at one point, but not that many people got it like Corona. Like it was like a big thing, but it wasn't like half the population got it like we have with Corona now. So I thought it was going to be like that. Like it was going to be like, oh yeah, like maybe a few people in the United States will get it, but it won't be a big deal. Now most people that I know, or not, maybe not most people, but a lot of people, more people than I thought I would know, have had it. Luckily not me, But yeah, I think my sister had it at one point because she went away to college. She got rid of it before she came home, so don't worry, I'm fine. But what was I going with that? With my marathon, yeah. So I'm sure we all thought. I remember when it first started in March of 2020, I thought for sure by my birthday it's gonna be over. That didn't happen. Then my birthday came and went, and I thought for sure by the end of 2020 it will be gone. Here we are in July of 2021, and it's still not fully over. We are definitely making more progress, but it's still not over like we wanted it to be. We wanted it to be like no one has corona now, but it's okay. We're getting there, kind of. And yeah, so my marathon got canceled, and it was really upsetting, and I lost all motivation to run, and it got me really out of shape. So yeah, that's one of the ways corona very negatively affected me. I was really upset about that. Another thing was, running motivation was lost. I just started training like 2 weeks ago. I'm on week 3 of training for a marathon now. I restarted my training. Getting back into training, very hard. So, yeah. Next thing, which I feel like most people can relate to, is I didn't really get to socialize as much. Once Corona started, I didn't socialize that much as it is or as it was, because I live at home. I pretty much just see my family. I don't have a ton of friends. I didn't go that many places, but I had finally joined a club in February, I believe, January, February or something of 2020. And I was actually really excited. I started meeting people. I met a few people that I was going to make a bunch of friends. Then Corona hits in March and everything is shut down. And I thought it was going to come back sooner than it did. I think they're still meeting, but the club that I was going to join is still meeting, but I don't live on campus, so I'm not going to drive. And then classes weren't in person. So there was no point in me driving 30 minutes to go to. Most of the people that go to the club live on campus, so it's just easy for them to walk to it or whatever. But yeah, I finally thought I was going to make some friends at school, and then that didn't happen. So that was pretty depressing. I was like, are you kidding me? Finally, I was going to make friends in my like junior year of college, and then that happened. And then last thing I'll say about the negatives is I have talked about her probably a little too much, but my friend Enrica, who lives in Italy, she wanted to come back. The last time I saw her was January of 2020. She came here, stayed for a few weeks. It was great. We thought, by summer for sure she'll be back, but it's been over a year and a half and I still have not seen her because flight or travel bans and stuff like that. She was really hoping that by August of this year she would be able to come, but it's looking like it's not going to happen. But hopefully soon. I really want to go there also, but it's like it feels like there's kind of no point in going when so many things are shut down over there anyway. So that's really upsetting because I really miss seeing her. But we'll get to the positives. So the positives for me were I passed, I'd say, more of my classes than I would have if Corona didn't happen. So when Corona started, or when 2020 started, I was taking film theory, which if you've never taken that, and you're a film major, get ready because it sucks. It's so boring. It's not fun. And I just didn't like it. It was a 4-hour class all the way in Davie. So that already, having it be 4 hours long and in Davie made it suck because it was an hour away from my house. And that was really annoying. And I didn't like driving to it. I was driving to Davie 2 days a week, actually, because I had 2 classes there. But yeah, these classes were so far away from me. I didn't like driving to them 2 days a week. So that was really annoying. And then film theory, I was just not doing great in that class. Then Corona happened. We thought it was just going to be a week or two off class, but Corona happens, everything gets switched to online, and I did way better in film theory than I probably would have, because online is easier in certain ways. So that was good for me. And then, like I said, less driving. All my classes got switched to online, and even though it was like boring having nowhere to really go, I didn't have an excuse to get dressed. I could just stay in my pajamas all day and all that. I tried to be kind of productive, but some days you're like, there's no point in even getting dressed in normal clothes because I'm just going to be going to online classes all day. So, yeah, online classes sucked, but having less driving definitely was great for me. And then last thing that I could think of was I would not be at this internship if it wasn't for Corona, because I had a different internship. I thought it was with the football team. Thought the football season was going to get canceled, so then I applied for this internship. Didn't think they would get back to me as fast as they did. I got back to them, thought I was coming in for a tour, and started here. So I wouldn't have been here if it weren't for Corona, which I like this internship way better than the one that I had before. No offense to them, but it was so boring. And this is much more what I like to do. So, yeah, that's everything for me, how Corona happened for me. And I'm sure if I was interviewing my dad, he would say something like, well, for me, as a business owner, it was hard in the beginning, because it was very not busy when Corona first started in those first few months. It was scary. I didn't think I could keep my business open, but we pulled through, and I know that a lot of other businesses didn't do that, so we are very lucky, and now we're busier than we've ever been. This is all true. I know, because I work at his business, and I had to work when Corona first started. It was me and my sister Alyssa. He told a bunch of people not to come in. It was just me and my sister most days that Corona was happening. A lot of people didn't really want to come in. Also, he didn't make people come in if they didn't feel comfortable coming in, but Alyssa and I went in, worked most days, and it was very dead most of March and April, but we made it. And then now it's very busy, extremely busy. We were crazy busy last night. It's been insane, way busier than years past with sales and everything. So good and bad, I think it's making up for the fact that we weren't busy in March, or March of 2020 at least. So good stuff. And then if I asked him about teaching, what it's like teaching online, he would say, well, as a gym teacher, teaching online is not very fun because I just have to stare at a screen all day, and there's not much I can do because the kids can't dress out, and I'm not allowed to use the gym, so there's really not much for me to do. But I'm hoping that next year will be better. So that's what he would probably say. He'll probably roast me for my impression of him later. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's see. I think that's all I got for that topic. But we've still got a little while. So I'll go to commercial right now.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Thanks for tuning into Talkin to Taylor, coming to you every Monday at 11 a.m. Now back to the show. We're back. So, thinking of what I'm going to talk about is hard because I thought I was going to have all these things to say from all these people I interviewed, but it didn't happen. So now I'll just talk about me. So, talking about myself, one of my favorite subjects. Just kidding, that makes me sound very narcissistic. What was I just about to say? Wow. Oh, I was going to talk about a little more in depth about my marathon training, I guess, since everyone loves hearing about that, I'm sure. So I just started 2 weeks ago. This week, I'm very scared because I'm supposed to run 7 miles this week. I'm hopefully going to run it on Wednesday, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. I ran last week a 10K, which is 6.2 miles. And it was really hard. It was also very hot out, and I didn't really enjoy it. And I also work today, which is Monday. I worked yesterday, which was Sunday. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday also. So I work pretty much every day this week because I am going this weekend with my sister to help her like put stuff in her apartment and all that in Leesburg. So I'll be there all weekend, and the running, it has been all right, but I'm still not 100% back in shape where I want to be, but I'm getting there. One thing I like to do to keep me motivated to keep running is I have a TikTok account. And fun fact about my TikTok account, I made a few TikToks here and there just because I have a YouTube channel. I like making YouTube videos and stuff. So I like making content, I guess you could say. I don't want to sound like an influencer or something. But I would make TikToks and I wouldn't think anything of it. They were just stupid, like just for fun. And, my sister and I would joke about like, oh, we're going to get so many views. But we didn't really 100% think that we would get that many views. We would kind of get annoyed because we would see other videos that would get way more views, and we'd be like, how is this video getting views and we're getting like 100 views and they're getting like millions and our video is way better? But I guess everyone probably thinks that about their own TikToks. And so, fun fact, I had a viral TikTok in October of 2019, I believe, back when TikTok was really good, and I got it's probably at like 2 million views now. I don't know why it got so viral. It was not a good TikTok. Don't go back and look for it. It's so stupid. It's just me making a joke about an annoying customer that I had. And it went so viral for no reason. It got like 500,000 likes. Don't know why. So then I thought, since I have this one viral TikTok, and I gained so many followers on TikTok from it too. I got up to like 10,000 followers, and I was like, guess I'm a TikToker now. Like I didn't really think that, but like just a little bit, I thought that. I was like, wow, like I have so many followers now. I'm going to get so many views. You would think if you have 10,000 followers that you're easily going to get like 1,000 views on every TikTok automatically. But that's not how it works. It doesn't work like that. That's what I thought, at least. But then I would upload more stupid TikToks, and I would only get like 50 views on them. And I'm like, this makes no sense. But then eventually, a lot of my work TikToks would go viral. So I don't know if it was just like people looking up Cold Stone because they're interested in like getting the job or something, because I would have a lot of people comment and be like, how did you get the job at Cold Stone? I need advice. I'm going to start working there soon. But I also had another TikTok where I told the story about that lady calling the police on me that I talked about in another show. And that one went viral. And then everyone was like, part two. And I was like, there's not even that much more to the story, but I made a part 2 just of the story. Like I acted out the story time or whatever. And that got a good amount of views. I can't remember how many. But I think I got another TikTok after that got like 1 million views. And they all were like work related. Anytime I would make a TikTok and think that it would go viral, because I thought it was funny, it wouldn't. So then I'm up to like, I have like 18.4 thousand followers. Don't really know why. I didn't really think that people followed you immediately after you make one really good video and then they just don't automatically follow you, but I guess a lot of people do that. So they just follow anyone they see that they like. So yeah, and I still upload. What this was leading to was I make TikToks. They're mostly like 99% of the reason I make them is just for myself. And I also kind of make them just in case like anyone wants to see, like my friends follow me and stuff on TikTok so they can see. And also so if it does reach anyone that gets like motivated by it, then that's cool too. So they're very loud out there. But yeah, I make TikToks of my running and stuff just to get me more motivated because I really like to look back on them mostly and be like, oh, I remember when I ran that 6 miles and I thought that was far and now I'm running like 10 miles or whatever. So it's just, and also I made a TikTok of me going to the gym the other day because I really need to go to the gym more because I have a gym membership and not using it is driving me insane because I'm paying $10 a month to barely use it. So I'm trying to go running more and go to the gym more and be healthier. So that's where I'm at with my training. If you want to see my TikToks, for some reason, my TikTok is Taylor Dragovich 00, all spelled out. It would be just Taylor Dragovich, but before TikTok was TikTok and it was Musical.ly, I made a Musical.ly, mostly because my friend told me that I should because she loved Musical.ly. And she was like, you should make a Musical.ly and we can like collab and stuff. And I made embarrassing Musical.lys. Not as embarrassing as most of my YouTube videos and stuff. I didn't really make that many. I made maybe 5. But there are definitely at least 2 super embarrassing Musical.lys that I can't delete because I forgot the password to my account. So there is a Taylor Dragovich account that has my old Musical.lys before TikTok was TikTok and it was Musical.ly. And then I have my TikTok account that I use now that is Taylor Dragovich 00. Do not look up just Taylor Dragovich, please. Don't. Now everyone's probably going to go do that. But, yeah. So that's how I'm staying motivated right now to train. I was training with my friend Alyssa, but she lives in Gainesville, and with the hurricane and all that, it's been raining a lot. And so she hasn't been able to run because of the weather. And now she's sick. And so I've basically been training by myself, but I'm making it work. My friend Noah runs with me every once in a while. My coworker and friend Nick said he would run with me. He's actually been motivating me a lot to eat healthier and go to the gym more, which is great because I really needed that. Because when we're at work, we were supposed to be in a weight loss competition. It hasn't been working out that well. And Nick joined it. And he is really good at watching what he eats and stuff, which I'm not that great at it, especially when I work at an ice cream store and I'm surrounded by ice cream. So it's very hard, but every time we work together, like last night, anytime we're even thinking about eating ice cream, the other person will be like, hey, no ice cream for you. So we made an agreement that if he sees me eating ice cream, he's allowed to slap it out of my hand, and same for me with him. So that's how that's been going. So I feel like I'm doing way better with eating. Maybe not exactly healthier things all the time, but like eating less. Because sometimes I would just eat when I was bored or just because I felt like it when I really didn't need to eat. The whole point of eating is because you're hungry, and I would eat just because I wanted to eat, not because I was hungry. So getting those summer goals, I guess. But I guess we have like 5 more minutes to go. What? Yeah, I'm just recording. You're just like standing there. Anyway, I can't believe we're already like halfway through summer. That is insane. It's already July 12th. I feel like I just got off school like a week ago, and that was in April. That's insane. Yeah, my school ended, the end of April was the end of my classes. And now school starts in a little over a month. So I'm not ready for that. I don't know how I'm going to go back to school, especially, since we're going back to in-person school. I haven't been in person in school in like 2 years now. Just about. So that's insane. I'm not excited about driving to school every day. Yeah, going to be using a lot of gas. Can't wait. I just filled up my gas tank this morning, and it didn't make me happy. I'll tell you that much. I mean, honestly, my tank isn't that expensive to refill because I have a car with good gas mileage, but it's still. The worst thing about filling up your tank is that you can't see the gas going in. Like, you know that you need gas in order for your car to run, but you don't see it happening. So it feels like you're just wasting your money. Same with getting an oil change. I really need to get an oil change and get my tires rotated. I have needed to do this for a while now. And I was going to do it this weekend, but I didn't realize they were closed on Sundays. So I was like, great, I'll go on Tuesday. So I'm going to go tomorrow, probably before work, and drop off my car. But it just sucks because you're spending like $50-$60 for an oil change, maybe more, and you can't even see what they're doing to your car. Like, you know that if you don't get it, that your car is just gonna not work, but you can't like see it happening, and you can't like it doesn't feel any different. So it's just like, it feels like you're spending your money on nothing. Just, you can tell I'm very passionate about this. Mostly because I don't know anything about cars. So I also, when I go get an oil change, I'm scared that they're going to like scam me because I'm a girl. So yeah. I guess that's the end of the show. Thanks for joining. Next Monday is my dad's birthday. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do a special recorded show and just upload that. And my sister and I have big plans for my dad's birthday. So I likely will not be coming in. But if it's anything like this Monday, then they won't even need me here because they'll just be getting a router the whole time. So thanks for joining me. I will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in to Talkin' to Taylor. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed talking to Taylor just as much as I did. Make sure you come back next week for a brand new show with me, Taylor. Follow me on social media at Talkin' to Taylor on Instagram and Facebook. Also, find me on the Anchor app if you just feel like listening to my show. See you next time.